Hello and welcome back to the Yamanote. Alex here as we get ready to depart from Shinagawa station. And today I'm driving the 205 series on a local train service on the Yamanote Line loop. This is Densha de GO Hashirō Yamanote-sen for the PlayStation 4. All the doors are closed, safe to depart now. Shupat Shinko. Departure clear, and we get a 75 speed limit, upcoming 50 speed check. And as you can see, I'm using the two-handle controller, the original controller released for the PlayStation 1. And we get a GRE's crew over there. Say hello to them, just as we get that 50 speed check. And look at the display of the 205 series with those big dials, and another JRE's crew, and a upcoming 60 speed limit, also dimming 60 speed check, also dimming the lights for that E233 series and the E235 series on the Yamanote Line. The current train in service on the Yamanote Line, the 205 series, was long gone by the time that Takanawa Gateway opened back in 2020. Well, let's get this stop right. We'll coast here a bit more. Why that? We are a bit ahead of schedule, but look at the 205 series, an impressive train. It was the start for the first Densha de GO game back in 1997, and you can still see them rolling around on some lines of JREs, also on the Nara line of JR West, and also around Indonesia on the Jakarta commuter lines. And they have very interesting liveries of red and yellow in the Jakarta trains. So let's get ready to depart Takanawa Gateway. And the 205 series was in service on the Yamanote Line from 1984 to 2005. And all the doors were closed, so safe to depart now. Shupat Shinko. Departure clear. And a very interesting story behind the creation of the 205 series, especially as we move into the center of Tokyo itself. So back in the early 80s, the Japanese national railways were faced with a heavy increase of passengers around the Tokyo area. Well, another JRE's crew. I'll say hello to them. And we have an upcoming 75 rolling speed check. So we'll go up to 75 and try to keep it there, like that. A bit more. And also we'll say hello to that rail fan. Nice. We get the bonus there, upcoming 75 speed limit, and another E235 series on the Yamanote Line. So we dim the lights for that train and coast from here to, as we get closer to the final stop, to the final stopping point, I mean, not the final stop. That will be Tokyo Station for this run. So we still have time. Well, not so much. Let's reduce the speed a bit more. Oh, look at that! 1 second late, but 0.7 centimeters. I'll say that's a good stop right there. As you can see, the brakes on the 205 series, they are not the same as in the E235, and yeah, we get a near zero And a bonus for that. Oh, and Futaba is really happy about that stop. But yeah, the 205 series was created in that moment that the Tokyo area was growing, especially vertically, because a lot of high-rise buildings were built around the center of Tokyo, and most of them were office buildings. And that means more and more salarymen and salarywomen that need to take the Yamanote Line in the mornings. So back in 1984, well, doors closed, safe to depart, Shupachinko. Back in 1984, the Yamanote Line was operating beyond capacity, and the Japanese National Railways had to take a decision, either to make more trains of the 201 series, that was a very costly new commuter train, or produce a brand new train in time for the 1985 timetable revision. Let's dim the lights for that E233 series. Upcoming 75 speed limit and an upcoming 65 speed check. Just as we see the Tokyo monorail, means that we are approaching Hamamatsucho. Another 65 speed limit, upcoming 55 speed check, dimming the lights for that train on the Yamanote Line. We get that 55 speed check and also this 55 speed limit. Oh, a lot of things happening. Upcoming 45 speed limit and somebody overstepping the yellow line here in Hamamatsucho station. Right, let's go from here. So yeah, the Japanese National Railways decided to design and produce a brand new train in just 6 months. As we come to a stop, a bit more. Ooh, we are going to be... this one is not as close as the last one. And that train was the 205 series, that one of the cost-saving measures later become kind of a trend, and that is the stainless steel sides. As you can see, these trains were not painted like the 201 series or the 103 series, in order to save costs and also to have the weight of the train reduced, and to also save costs in maintenance, because of course keeping the paint of the trains in good shape is more costly than keeping it as a bare stainless steel sides. But yeah, just in a couple of 6 months, something like that, this train was designed and built ready for the Tokyo of the 80s. And we are ready also for departure there in Hamamatsucho. That was a Shupachinko departure clear. 45 speed limit, upcoming 55 speed limit. And you can see the Eureka moment there. Ooh, we are over the 45 speed limit, sorry there. I was looking at the Eureka moment leading into the Seodome station and the Seodome area with all those big buildings. The Seodome Media Tower, the one with the open space at the top. Dim the lights for that train on the Yamanote Line. And let's gain some speed, because now we have a 90 speed limit. But yeah, just imagine the Yamanote Line back in the 80s was using the 103 series. That's a train that was designed on the early 60s, and a JRE crew over there. I'm talking about trains of the 80s. That's the 185 series, beautiful. Just as we enter Shimbashi station. Ooh, let's get the lights back on. I think I'm right. Yeah. Ooh, going in a little hot, but that should be enough. Let's go for the last meters here. All right. I think that was close enough. 20.1 centimeters. Especially because I was entering the station, yeah, at a higher speed. And one of the, as you can see, we get the bonus there, so that's good. But one of the improvements of the 205 series that allow it for more trains on the Yamanote line is the use of the ATC. Yes, as we get ready to depart from Shimbashi station, the passengers are entering. By the way, this is the late morning rush. I think it's, let's see what the time is. 42 minutes past 9. We have a 90 speed limit on the ATC and an upcoming 50 speed check. So yeah, these trains allow to use the ATC at the time that was the same system that was used for the Shinkansen. Let's get to 50, well, 51. Sound the horn for this bridge. Speaking of the Shinkansen, you can see the Tokaido Shinkansen tracks to the right. So it's the Tokaido main line and the Tokaido Shinkansen. Well, speaking of the Tokaido main line, E233 series on the Tokaido main line. Upcoming 65 the speed limit. Dimming the lights also for a E231 500 series on the Yamanote line. Nice. And we'll coast here into Yurakucho station. And I'm going to use actually the emergency brakes here. Ooh. Wow. So not my best stop. Not my best stop for, not for a mile, but for 2 meters. Actually, that's 2 meters and 31.7 centimeters. So you can see all the penalties raining on me. Sorry there, I will try to make my best effort just as we move into Tokyo station. And again, speaking of vertical developments, just in front of us, you can see the Grand Tokyo Towers. The Grand Tokyo North Tower and the Grand Tokyo South Tower. And Shupachinko, departure clear there. We have a 65 speed limit on the ATC. You can see that big dial. Just like the real train, the 205 series has an enormous speed dial in the front. And approaching Tokyo Station, you can see the building there with the domes. And a JRE's crew waving us as we enter into Tokyo Station. And we have a 65 speed check and also dimming the lights for that E235 series. And let's reduce speed. So I've been entering the last stations a bit too hot. Not this time. We're coming to a stop. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. 0.2 centimeters, right on time. I'll say this is a good stop for Tokyo Station with the 205 series. A near zero there. I think this is a good way to cap this run and get all the beautiful pictures of the 205 series. And a mission clear on this daily roulette mission. This was a 4-star daily roulette mission, and Futaba was really happy about our near zero stop. Let's see there, how did we fare? That's an S rank that we get there. So I hope that you have enjoyed this run. I also hope that you have enjoyed the review that I put for the VR mode of Densha de GO Hashirō Yamanote-sen. And as always, I'm so thankful for your subscribes and also for your comments. You are always so kind here, the passengers of the Yamanote. And well, until the next time, thank you for traveling with the Yamanote and have a nice rest of your trip. Bye.